very good morning to one all present here. Myself, Professor Raja, working as Assistant Professor, EC Department, SNS College of Technology, and Autonomous Institution, Coimbatore. In this YouTube video, I am going to discuss about 23 ITT 304 Microcontroller and Embedded System subject under the topic 8085 Microprocessor Architecture and Functional Diagram. Before going to see this architecture and functional diagram, let us discuss on the need of microprocessor and how it's come into a real-time application. A microprocessor is a digital electronic component with a miniature transistor on a single semiconductor integrated IC. The Intel 8085 is a 8-bit microprocessor introduced by an Intel in 1977. It was binary compatible with the more famous Intel 8080 but required less supporting hardware, thus allowing simpler and less expensive microcomputer system to be built. The 5 in the model number came from the fact that 8085 requires only a plus 5 voltage power supply rather than plus 5, minus 5 and 12 voltage supply to the 8080. So compared to the previous one of 8031 and 8051, this 8085 will provide a more complex and less considered voltage operating device. Now let us see why this 8085 is more famous. The main features of 8085 are: it is operated in 8-bit microprocessor, it is manufactured with the NMOS technology, it has 16-bit address bus and hence it can address up to 2 power 16, that is 65,536 bytes with the memory location through the address line of A0 to A15. The first 8 lines of address bus and 8 lines of data bus are multiplexed through the pin called AD0 to AD7. Data bus is a group of 8 lines, that is D0 to D7. It supports external interrupt request, a 16-bit program counter, it has an inbuilt, a 16-bit stack pointer, it has an inbuilt, a 6-bit general purpose register arranged in a pillars of BC, DE and HL, that is B is a 8-bit, C is a 8-bit, D is a 8-bit, E is a 8-bit, H is a 8-bit, L is a 8-bit. Combined together, all will form a 16-bit register. It requires a signal plus 5 power supply and operates at 3.2 MHz single phase clock supply. It is enclosed with 40 pins dual inline package IC model, which is very suitable for any kind of electronic applications. The various blocks or units in a microprocessor are the accumulator, the arithmetic and logic units, a general purpose register, a program counter, stack pointer, temporary register, flags, instruction register and decoder, timing and control unit, interrupt control, address buffer and address data buffer, address bus and data bus. So these important blocks are available in any 8085 microprocessor. Now we will see one by one in detail. So this is the architecture of 8085. First see this figure. This is called the ALU. There is arithmetic and logic units where this ALU will get input from accumulator and temporary register, because these two are the main classifications of input side. By these two giving the input, and the output is the output path given to 8-bit Intel data bus through a flag register or some interrupt register. And additionally we have instruction register and also instruction decoder and machine cycle encoder available, and this part is called timing and control, where all the 8085 microprocessor operations are synchronized with this timing and control unit. This is called the special purpose register, where this DC, BC, DE, HL are called general purpose register. Additionally, a stack point of 16-bit register are available, a program counter of 16-bit register are available, increment and decrement address latch are available, and the right hand side path is called the address buffer and data address buffer, which is used for delivering the output to any external medium. And the upper part of this 8085 microprocessor consists of a serial input output controller, which is followed by serial in data, serial out data, and there will be 5 types of interrupts which will monitored by interrupt control unit, that we can see this interrupt control unit in detail at the later. So in this YouTube video I started with what is meant by a microprocessor and how this microprocessor are used, why it is called 8085